Hiss, everybody.
Hiss away.
Hiss, but no booze, only hissing.
Only hissing.
Hiss
no
me
booze.
quick.
Hello and welcome to the Snake Boys Show. We are the Snake Boys.
What?
A rough, tough, pop culture-based street gang, and this is the show where we drag our favourite movies, TV shows, games, and more into our clubhouse and give them a good old-fashioned working over with love and affection. I am Tom Crowley, and I am the parasocial equivalent of sitting in someone else's bum warmth on the bus.
I'm Tom Neenan. I'm wearing a mustard cardigan because this is being filmed.
I'm John Rain, and I'm just more than happy to be here.
Oh, lovely.
A whole new paradigm in people talking about films and stuff. It's the Snake Boys Show, launching on Sunday the 8th of March 2026, viewable on YouTube and listenable everywhere you get your podcasts. Yo, this is DJ Reverse Heimlich coming at you live on 10:59 AM Beat Seizure Radio. For the rest of the hour, we still got lots of fresh new tracks to make your mum say, what the hell is this? In my day, we listen to music. This sounds like a dog orgy in a scrapyard. When are you going to sort your life out and get a job? I can't support you forever, you know. 10:59 AM is the Beat Seizure. Beat Seizure! And coming up, we got a new one in from Shrapnel Tits featuring MC Spunkula. But first, strap yourselves in, Marines, because it's Crowley time!
Crowley time!
Hello, and welcome to Crowley Time with me, Tom Crowley. With me, Tom Crowley. They say a bad workman blames his tools, but they also say that a workman who only has a broken half of a trowel is absolutely bloody useless. So we're kicking the tyres on the tech here at Crowley Towers, making sure that we're working with all the bells and whistles that a good audio production studio needs. You know, woofers, tweeters, wave lengths. Anyway, this isn't my department. My department is disarmingly charismatic hosting and brilliant, amazing comedy. So I've brought in my old pal, professional musician and sound designer, Odinn Hilmarsson, to check the place out. How's it going, Odinn?
Do you really talk into this microphone?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
The one I'm talking into now?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, it's just... and people listen to that.
Yeah, some people.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So you're looking over all the equipment here?
Yeah, all good.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Oh, not at all. Lovely to get to take a look at the gear and everything. It's great, yeah. Having a great laugh.
Good.
Yeah. Cable storage through there?
Oh yeah, just behind the mixing desk there.
That's the mixing desk.
Yeah, just that, there.
Huh. Sorry, I thought someone had left the dashboard from a Ford Transit lying around.
Well, no, they haven't, and also that doesn't sound like a very likely thing to happen.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, here we are. Anyway, let's take a look in here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh man, this takes me back.
Well, perhaps some of the setup in here could use refreshing, and if there's anyone who knows how to make that happen, it's Odinn. He's from Iceland, you know. I'm sure he won't find too many areas for improvement, though, or at least he'd better not, because we don't have the money to buy a lot of new stuff, so we'd really be in trouble. Anyway, since Odinn's in the house, we've made this a real all-singing, all-dancing sensation of an episode. Or at least, since this is audio, you can listen to the singing and imagine the dancing. And look, never mind. The point is, get ready for lots of music, along with all the sketches, characters, and miscellaneous fun you've come to expect from this show. So, let's...
Sorry, man. Did you say that this is the actual cable storage room? Or is it a bin for bits of old hose and cut-up tyres of knackered bikes?
It's the cable room. It's the audio cable storage room for the cables we use.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay.
So let's, here it is. Enjoy. Steggy, hi. Good to see you.
Yeah, Ron, you too.
And, Mr. Photon. All right. Please, take a seat, both of you.
Feels like we're waiting to be led in by the bailiff.
No, it's nothing like that. I just wanted to have a quick word about the creative direction, tone, that sort of thing.
Yes?
Obviously, it's your show, Steggy, your concept, and we're really happy that you brought it to us.
Oh, no, delighted.
And we want to stay true to your vision. That's why we were happy that you brought Mr. Photon here on board. We really are very, very glad to be working with you too. Loud. It's all right. It's a gig.
We usually just call him Loud Photon, Ron. That's what he usually goes by.
Yeah, Loud Photon. Easy. Yes, Loud Photon. We were delighted to have you. It's a gig, isn't it? Yes, so you said. Yeah. But it's just a few of the musical cues here that I'd like us to look over.
Which ones?
Well, the title theme, for example. Let's just... See? Classmate, tune.
Sorry, is that not... were you hoping for something different?
Well, quite frankly, Steggy, yes, given two things. One, Number Whiz is a show about a little wizard that teaches basic maths to the under sixes, not a harrowing drama about corrupt policemen kidnapping and murdering heroin addicts.
Oh gosh, no, not at all.
And secondly, we specifically stated that the opening title sequence would run 30 seconds long, and this is only 4.8. Make it quiet. I'm sorry? The rest of the front bit, titles, just do it like quiet. You're saying play this over the first 4.8 seconds, then just let the rest of the opening credits play to silence. It's an idea. Yes, it is. It is an idea.
Sorry, Ron, but I'm still not quite getting it. I mean, is that really so far off? We always say preschool TV's all about energy, liveliness, keeping them interested.
Yes, interested, Steggy, not screaming in terror. Reaction. Yes, look, here's another. We discussed this, didn't we? A key format point. Number Whiz goes to the maths meadow and solves the addition problem along with the viewers to make it rain on the plants.
Yes.
At which point, another key piece of music plays, the solution jingle.
Yeah, exactly.
And that sounds like...
Oh, yeah, I want that rhythm. I want that rhythm.
Yes?
Hardcore, bruv. Yes, it is rather Loud Photon, and that's my concern.
Not quite working for you.
Sorry, that music we just heard, you want this to play in full every time Number Whiz, your lead character, solves a maths problem.
Yes.
And that's something that happens at least 6 times every 10-minute episode.
Well, I thought that was the idea.
We're fucking banging 10 minutes. Yes, Loud Photon, it would. Then there's Princess Algebrangela's entrance music.
Princess Algebrangela, this girl is coming straight at ya.
Serving sweaters for the haters, I ain't got time for masturbators.
Now just because you're a princess don't mean she ain't a queen, let me hear you. Princess Algebrangela, Princess Algebrangela, Princess Algebrangela.
I'm the kind of girl who's gonna tell you when things don't add up.
I played that one out loud earlier, and my personal assistant resigned.
Wow.
I have to get my own lunch today, Steggy.
Oh, dear.
You want to try some of them 4 noodles, class? But while those were all pretty special, it's actually this one that really gets to me. Listen to this, the musical cue for Number Whiz going home again at the end of the day.
1, 2, 3, 4. I know that you want some more. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm afraid it's getting late. 9, 10, 11, 12. The numbers here are little elves. Number Whiz will show us all. Without numbers, society falls. Yeah.
I actually really like that one.
Wicked. Yes, Steggy, of course you do. Because it sounds like music from a children's television program.
You're losing me a bit here now, Ron.
What are you doing? Loud Photon, what are you doing? Just living my life, mate. You see, I think there's more to this. I think you're trying to wig me out.
Sorry, Ron?
I think you're trying to get up my wig. You're trying to make me go wiggy. No idea what you're talking about, bro. Because if you can compose that and submit it for this job, then you know what's appropriate for this commission, and that means you submitted the rest of these tracks anyway, knowing that. That's right, mate. Signed and sealed. Do I get paid now? Sorry, Loud Photon, could you step outside for a moment? Maybe go and get something from the vending machine. Safe, mate. Time for a Kinder Bueno.
Is everything all right, Ron?
Where did you find this man?
How do you mean?
What made you hire him?
Well, I thought we really want to connect with the kids, don't we? So I spoke to my son and I asked him who the biggest act was with the young people these days.
How old is your son again?
He's 32.
Right. How's his bedwetting problem, by the way?
A bit better, actually. Yeah, thanks for asking.
Good.
We've been able to cancel our mattress subscription.
Steggy, can I be honest?
Oh, please, Ron, always.
I'm not going to be approving Loud Photon's music for use in this show. Maybe that last one, but not most of it.
All right. That's a shame.
Well, I'm sorry. That's how it is.
I would like to say this. I'm really happy that you felt you could speak to me so straightforwardly and that we could discuss this professionally.
Yes, me too. I think this has been a mature conversation, and that bodes well for our further work on the show together.
Yes, agreed.
Looks like my work here is done. Oh, Loud Photon, when did you come back in? Never left, mate.
No, that's true. He walked over to the door and opened and closed it, but he didn't go outside. I thought that was a bit strange.
So, hang on. Loud Photon, you're saying that you delivered purposefully inappropriate music for this project in order to test our ability to handle a creative disagreement. Wouldn't you like to know?
He's a bit strange, isn't he?
Yes, I'm glad we won't be working with him anymore. I'm still here. It's a very strange world, isn't it, kids' telly? It used to be that you'd watch colourful blobs called the Boobles jumping around until you were about 6. Then it'd be a cartoon show about a sarcastic rabbit until you were 12. Then high school romance stuff until you have to go out and get a job. Now it's AI-generated clips of animals crapping themselves until you learn how to disable the parental lock on the iPad. Then it's beheading videos all the way down the line. Funny how the media landscape evolves. Anyway, let's check the answer machine, see if anyone's called in. Hello, this is Crowley Time with me, Tom Crowley with me, Tom Crowley. We can't take your call at the moment. Please leave your message after the tone.
I say I simply had to telephone in order to complain about the standard of the pronunciation and diction in this program. I mean, what sort of example do you think you're setting for the young people today?
Nope, didn't get a word of that. Ah, well. Odinn's been poking around in the cable stores for a while. I wonder how he's getting on. I'm sure it's not that bad. I mean, I've been using this studio for years, and it always does the job. I mean, yes, some of the sliders and twiddly knobs get a bit stuck here and there, and the speakers have started to sound a little bit crackly. I'm just going to test them, actually. I'll just pop the radio on. There. Oh, I'll just adjust that, and, Everybody's lips. There we are. Are you concerned that your child might be problematic? Coming up on Woman's Hour tomorrow, the panel asks, how early is too early to cancel your toddler? But now it's time to take a look at the cultural landscape in Up Your Arts. Hello and welcome to Up Your Arts, a BBC Radio 4 programme now ill-advisedly rebranded as a podcast, even though it's primarily listened to as a broadcast radio show, in the vain hope that people under 30 will listen to it, even though people under 30 don't listen to podcasts. I'm your host, Trent Bang Howitzer. Good day. And across from me is our chief review editor, Puce McCuppety. Puce, hello.
Trent, hello.
Now, Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hamilton, a work of such pomp and confidence, such unabashed daring, and such unironic affection for its own historical subject, that it could only be made in the United States of America. Or could it? A new musical, which opened on the West End last week, promises finally to answer the perennial question, can there ever be a British answer to Hamilton? The play is Edgar, a UK grime opera, and it tells the story of the fight for the English throne following the death of Edward the Confessor, but everyone talks instead of singing. Let's listen to a clip.
Who? Harold Godwin's son.
Come on. Simple is my claim, fam. For time I've been in the frame, fam. Fighting for this country, I'm not a player, I'm the game, fam. Eddie knew I was ready, he just kept me on the chain, fam. Swear down on my life though, his wife has my name, fam. Yeah, that's right, he married my sister, but chase man or waste man, he barely even kissed her. Either way, man bore no heir, not even by affairs. You can't climb to the top if you fall down the stairs. I can grill you harder than a barbecue at Jeremy Paxman's, as you can tell by my real rude boy accent. I'm Harold Godwinson, a true Anglo-Saxon. Listen to that roar, it's the sound of my... That was the introduction of Harold Godwinson, the brother-in-law of the deceased Edward the Confessor. The show opened last Friday at the old Duke of York's Theatre, recently renamed the Untitled Shame Theatre, and you were there for press night, weren't you, Puce? That's right, you know me, Trent. Any opportunity to stay at the vanguard of culture and where they're still serving free champagne to the press and not just any old sparkling shite from Cornwall. So it's a bold move, is it not, taking this supposedly staid and stuffy old tale of battles and royal lines of succession, and telling it through the sort of music that I hear being played out of the mobile phones of youths gathered on the wall at the end of my driveway just before I call the police. That's right, Trent, it is bold, aside from the fact that Hamilton obviously did exactly the same thing 11 years ago. And before that, of course, there were 5,000 productions at fringe festivals called The Rapping Macbeth or Hip Hop Othello and all that sort of thing. Yes, but apart from that, it's very bold. And that brings us to the key question here, which is, does this new show deserve the title of the UK Hamilton? Or is this merely a UK Shamilton? Well, firstly, I'd say that your comment there was more witty than any of the so-called lyrical compositions in Edgar. But then, aren't we critics often more talented than the supposed artists making the things we review? Yes, we certainly are. God, you're handsome. You're gorgeous, quite frankly. Let's hear another clip, this time from the character of Edward the Confessor himself.
Yeah, come on, we're kicking it old school. Gather round the children, dig out the books from the garage and give them some of that learning. Edward the Confessor, now I go by saint. When it comes to my lineage, consistent I ain't. Who could have guessed? I must confess that my death would have sparked the Norman conquest. Did you not know, in Anglo-Saxon times, a high council called Witan also run the show? Don't give me all the blame. When push came to shove, they couldn't stick to a name. Now let me take you to the jungle so we can hear it from these roadmen. Witan Council, what is it that you are saying?
Witan, Witan.
We bungled it massive.
Witan, Witan.
We were way too passive.
Witan, Witan.
We bungled it massive.
Witan, Witan.
We were way too passive.
Is that a near aftershave? Yes. Now that was a clip from the perspective of the late Edward, whose death causes a crisis among his potential heirs. Yes, that's the idea, if you can call it that. The musical play covers the period where numerous claimants to the throne of England are duking it out to see who's going to be the next king, because Edward has died with no direct heir. And you could hear his regrets in that excerpt. I mean, if you could get the meaning through all that street talk. So as for potential successors, we had Harold Godwinson at the start there. Who else stakes their claim? Well, most importantly for this show, we have Edgar Atheling, the title character, grandnephew of the dying Edward. He's the logical choice, but he's just a teenage boy at this time. You mean like the ones I tell my driver not to slow down for? That's the bunny, yes, and he's entirely unequipped to make a play for the throne. Let's hear a clip of him if we must.
Yo, Edgar on the mic.
Aren't you young, so they're buying the cards, yeah. No strong men among me, too low on the runs, yeah. No army to back me, my face full of acne. My claim is my blood, theirs is low-key hackney.
Yo, skirt, not a direct heir, barely hair on me. Would-be boy king, main character energy. Those Uncle Chads are going toe to toe. It looks like I'm gonna get ratio. I don't have that sigma is no. They can just lick my biz, yo. I should be front, it ain't a deep bench. Besides, if William wins, we'll all be French. Voulez-vous? Nah.
I think that's about all I can stand of that. Goodness me, silly actor can't even speak up. Actually, I'm assured that's a deliberate style known as mumble rap. Good God, really? Yes, all us critics were given a leaflet about it, in fact. I've got mine here. The show employs numerous subgenres of UK hip-hop to explore the would-be successors in a modern context, including mumble, weightless R&G, trap and garage. Fascinating, and what does that mean? I've absolutely no idea. In fact, my best working theory is that the dramaturg suffered some sort of seizure toward the end of the sentence. Well, nonetheless, let's hear from some more of these claimants and their subgenres. Next, Harald Hardrada, the expansionist Norwegian king.
Been around the ends, I'm a Viking rude boy. I'm a big dog and you're just a chew toy. King of Norway, busting through your doorway. Go down the west side, steal your girls from Galway. Oh, can you believe that I am Christian?
Sorry, I think I've been sick in my mouth. There's a bucket over there. Then there's Harold Godwinson again, who did battle with Hardrada. Rah, rah, I'm king, it's a non-starter. See me march up north, take on Harold Hardrada. He think he got some kind of Viking armada, but Sprouts outmatched, so the truth couldn't be farther. Battle of Stamford Bridge, man tried to take a mile, only give him an inch. This went just like a dream, bruv, where's my pinch? Man, damn went man down, bruh, what a cinch. Please God, tell me there's no more. I already had to set thread once. And this time I don't even have any free champagne, just this mediocre Beaujolais. Just one more promise. Finally, there's the French claimant, William of Normandy, or, as he has cleverly been renamed for this spectacle, William of Normandem. Where's that bucket? Oh. Let's hear from William and get it over with.
The best Royal House is how you say French house.
Ooh, oh God. Ooh. And of course, he later clashes with Harold Godwinson at the Battle of Hastings. No Duke of Normandem can come for my place. He want to conquer the crown, he can come to my yard and try it to my face. This is my grind, I pay him no mind. I'll crack his skull and see that there is nothing to find. I'm way out front, but man's way out behind. If he was on fire, I wouldn't cross the street to piss on his kind. He want a whole damn meal, but he'll only get a tasting. Victory will be mine at the Battle of Hastings. Oh, ow, oh, ow, an arrow just got a shot in my eye! Very evocative. And I would also ask the listener to bear in mind another way in which Hamilton was revolutionary for its time. Its very diverse cast. That's right. Which this show notably does not have. No. So to the verdict. Now, in evaluating this show, I've only got the blurb and these clips to go on, and I hate it. Based on your dry retching over that bucket, Puce, can I assume that you feel the same? Well, up until a few moments ago, I'd have said it was a tawdry, simplistic and artless insult to the long-honed craft of musical theatre. But I just looked on social media, and I've seen that most of the leading critics, including a few that I'm personally acquainted with, have really got behind it. So now I'd have to say that it's a daring and innovative shake-up of a dry old theatrical establishment that sorely needed it. Brilliant, and I'll say the same. So I'm delighted to say that we are now joined by the visionary creator of this spectacular work of genius in the studio. Please welcome to the show, MC Stormlion.
Oh, you can call me Henry, honestly.
Wonderful. Henry, where did the idea for this wonderful show come from?
Yeah, well, I was in art school, yeah, and a few chaps and I were having a right old laugh chatting about Hamilton. And, you know, what would the British version be? And my chum, Terence, he said, probably a grime musical about William the Conqueror or something. We all laughed. But I thought, barely good idea, actually.
So how would you define your ultimate aims for this project? Are you hoping to bring the theatrical scene to its knees and ensure that no conventional musical will ever be deemed adequate again?
Oh, yeah. No, actually. I'd say my main objective is actually to get a few West End extensions, sell the film rights and make a giant packet of moolah, actually. Yeah. Then take it international, come back for gala premieres and the inevitable peerage.
Sounds all right to me. All the best with it.
Ta.
Oh, and say hello to your dad for me, will you? We've missed him at the Polo Solo Club?
Yeah, will do, mate, yeah.
Well, it's 4 thumbs up for Edgar, a UK grime opera, here at Up Your Arts. Too right, and I'm available to host any behind-the-scenes or making-of documentaries as well, by the way. Now, let's let Edgar himself have the last word, with the piece performed just after his peaceful deposition. Brilliant, that's my favourite, except for all the others.
Yo, ain't gonna lie. I'm just glad that I'm still alive. Handed an L, no need to crash out. I still got drip, no cap, I'll just cash out. In history, I'll just be little more than an NPC. But don't worry, bruh, I'm not feeling zesty. My mind is premium, this won't live rent-free. So yeah, I didn't get to be king, and that's the story.
Well now, as a middle-class Londoner desperate to seem less square and out of touch than I'm likely to be perceived as, I'll be there like a shot. There like a shot! Get it? Oh wait, that's the other one. Anyway, let's check the messages.
You call this a musical special? I've been listening to the whole thing, right? And you ain't played no Zeppelin, no Stones, no Armband, no Zebramatic, no Catchpole, no Asiatic Blues Administration, no Peppery Goodness, no Gravy Fleet, no Frogadelica, no Children on the Swings, no Churchill's Funk Bunker, no Dog Orgy, no... Whoa! Oh, God, I went all light-headed then. Oh, I think I'm going to have one of my turns. Hello? Who's this?
Oh dear, I suppose that's what the rock and roll lifestyle does to...
Hey, Tom.
Oh, Odinn. Yes, how's the cable store looking?
Yeah, well, it is what it is, and it's in there, and that's all there is to it, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I just wanted to check a couple more things.
Sure.
Because we're friends, and I love the show.
Oh, thanks very much. That's really kind.
And I just want to do my best and be really thorough,
Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you, mate. I do appreciate it.
Great. So could you tell me where your ROEMC is?
My what?
Your reverse oscillating electromagnetic coil.
Oh, I'm not sure we've got one of those.
What? Not at all.
I don't think so. I don't know. What does it look like?
Sort of like a DBFN, but rounder. It's probably connected to your Milton server.
Oh, right. No, I've got no idea.
Yikes. Okay. Well, look, buddy, I'm sure I can find it. I'll just have a look at your ripple quads first.
Are you taking the piss now?
Pardon me?
No, sorry, nothing. Look, just go and look at the ripples and whatever you like. Do you know where they're likely to be?
Yeah, I think so. I'll go find them after I check out the tinkle traps.
The what?
The toilets. I'm busting.
Oh, yes, of course, across the hall.
All right, cheers, mate.
Very smart guy. He's from Iceland, you know. You remember, don't you? Dogs barking in the ginnel, Hovis in the larder, potato smiles and black pudding for dinner. Mum and Dad arguing about the phone bill. On the news, Romanian workers revolt against the communist leader Nicolae Ceausescu. Yes, it must be the second half of 1987. Now you can relive all those sentimental moments again and again with our new compilation, The Greatest Hits of the Second Half of 1987. Featuring all the songs that made you footloose, got you flash dancing, and sent you to Funky Town. Although not the songs with those exact titles as they're too expensive. But remember other great songs, like the timeless hit from Poppy, Thatcherite Boy.
I was cold, so he gave me his private school blazer. He took out her state picture and he started to praise her. Thatcherite boy, arms like a silver birch, lips like a lizard.
And if that doesn't poll your tax, what about soaring melodies like North Korea brackets Baby Don't Go There by the Scumps?
Halfway past Japan, make a left at Osaka. But if you pass Pyongyang, then baby, you've gone too far. Oh, North Korea!
You'll swoon at the memory of whirlwind holiday romances in Butlin's chalets, soundtracked by ageless ballads like Hooked on a Glasnost by Davalai Gorbahoff. I put my love in this top secret manila envelope, baby, but now I'm gonna show it to the world. Ooh, I wanna know
Yes, don't hide it. Ooh, you gotta let me know, even if the state can't abide it. Take off that shirt, comrade. Here we don't do cover-up.
On the 18th of November 1987, American President Ronald Reagan was presented with a report charging him with ultimate responsibility for the Iran-Contra affair. But you didn't know anything about that because your heart was flying high with pop sensation Jane and her number one hit, E. Life certainly doesn't feel complicated when you listen to that, does it? These days it feels like everyone else is speaking a different language, and they're all using AI to TikTok their Instagrams, and everyone's son is obsessed with Andrew Tate, and everyone's daughter is called bindweed or some bloody thing. And if you refer to a curry meal as an Indian, they call you a fascist and won't speak to you anymore. But not here in the second half of 1987, when everything is simpler and there's no harm in carefree jolly pop hits like Doing Reggae 2 by the White People.
Both from rock and roll to blues, now we're doing reggae too. No, it don't mean nothing by it, we just really want to try it.
Now that's acceptable. But amidst all that remembering and comfort, don't forget to be entranced, challenged, and slightly upset by the glimpses of a chilling mechanized future offered by electronic pioneers like Strudelwerk and their opus Circuit Board Marriage.
0 was nothing, 1 was before in a circuit board. Numbers there are no more, but in a marriage there is 2. There 1 is me, but 1 is you, and also 3 because I slept with your sister, but she came on to me.
And if that doesn't take you back, nothing will. And that's what the greatest hits of the second half of 1987 can do for you. Take you back. Back to those long Sunday afternoons that never seemed to end. Findus crispy pancakes for tea. Wogan on the telly. Mum and Dad still arguing about that phone bill. Still. Mum? Dad? Stop shouting. What? Mum, what's wrong? Dad's been calling who? Dad, who's Felicity? No, Dad, I don't want to call her Auntie. What do you mean I can still spend half of the year with Mum? No, I don't want to spend Easter in Cheshire. Please! Oh, yes, the album. That's the greatest hits of the second half of 1987. Available now in a double CD set. Or you could just go and put on a Spotify playlist. That's what everyone does these days, isn't it? Don't worry about buying a CD, putting money into the arts economy so that artists can actually earn a crust and keep making music. Oh no! It's just describing a meal. I'm not trying to diminish the Indian people's other achievements. I'm only... Mum? Mummy? Oh, forget it! Oh, sorry, that ended quite abruptly. Do you remember 1987, Savaloy?
I tried to forget, sir.
Too many wild nights and regrettable misadventures, eh?
Nah, just couldn't stick Noel Edmonds.
Right. Anyway, listeners, it's that time again when we delve into the mailbag here in the sorting room with our old friend Savaloy the Postmaster.
Hello, everyone out there, except Noel Edmonds.
Well, I don't think he listens to this.
Once again, he finds a way to offend me.
Huh. Anyway, Savaloy, I need a break from fretting about the state of the studio. Show me correspondence and don't skimp on the adulation.
Absolutely, sir. Let's have a look here on the screen. skip some of the constructive criticism.
The what? What did that one say? Ear piss?
Oh, there we are, sir. How about that one?
All right. This one's from Ivy. Who we've heard from before. She says, "Dear Mr. Crowley, as a devout follower of this show, I would be remiss not to notice your numerous references to Hamlet. Having been recently tasked with writing a paper on this very play, I thought it prudent to ask the opinion of one of the greatest modern writers, you, Tom Crowley." Well, this is quite right. That is, before an obese orange felon, who shall remain nameless, decides to ban both the play and this podcast in my country, the name of which I'm sure no one will discern, in the name of words he probably can't spell. Your follower and licensed fardels bearer, Ivy. Well, Ivy, congratulations on spotting my many extremely clever literary allusions in this show, as well as my many nods to Hamlet and the other works of the immortal Barb. There's also the metatextual framing of the psychogeography of Crowley Towers itself, of course inspired by Marquez's 100 Years of Solitude. And Savaloy is a reference to Thomas Hardy's The Mayor of Casterbridge.
Am I?
Well, I'm pretty sure he reads a letter in that at one point.
Right. Very clever.
I know. And as to your question, Ivy, my opinion of Hamlet is that it's great. Just really, a really, really good play. And hey, you can quote me on that.
That's the passing grade in the bag.
Let's see what else we have here. Here's one from Matthew Crampton. Tom, true story, mostly. It was Saturday the 14th of September 2024. I was sitting at home, shaving old candles for the winter ahead, when two masked figures burst in, taped my mouth, pulled a pillowcase over my head, bundled me into a van, drove me southwards, instinct told me, to King's Place, I could smell the canal, dragged me inside and tied me to a chair at the front on the right of a low-ceilinged room, removed the pillowcase, and let me see I was about to experience the live debut for Tom Crowley's sketch and character cavalcade. Perhaps you saw me sitting there. 6 months later, I've bought myself a Rode mic, Scarlett interface, and I'm teaching myself Audition. Why? Because physical ailments were curtailing my live career, and you'd shown me the possibility of a home-based entertainment service. Summer 2025 sees Season 1 of The Big Muddler, a strange old-style 25-minute sketch comedy show. It features, well, me, in 6 episodes of tightly wrought nonsense. I truly was and am inspired by your work. Thank you. With warm regards, Matthew Crampton. Well, Matthew, what can one say to an email like that other than, "Stay off my patch"? No, of course I'm joking, Matthew. I'm absolutely honoured to have had a positive influence on your creative output, and I'm also very glad to say that I've listened to The Big Muddler and I absolutely love it. Listeners, if you enjoy this show and you've yet to check it out, I strongly recommend that you do. Not only is it the precious, fragile jewel that is a sketch comedy podcast, it's also a really beautifully conceived, cleverly constructed combination of new writing with restagings of classic humorous writings from the past. Dramatizations of creaky old dad jokes and a very moving performance of Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West, are just two of the highlights that spring to mind. Check it out! That's The Big Muddler by Matthew Crampton, wherever you get your podcasts. Now, one more. This one's from Monique Grace. Hello, Tom Crowley of Crowley Time with me, Tom Crowley fame. If you choose to read this out on Crowley Time with me, Tom Crowley, I hope that any attempt made at a Kiwi accent is successful or at least absurd enough that I give it a pass. All right, Monique. Long-time listener, first-time emailer here. I apologise for the delay on this message. Oftentimes the email pigeons get a bit lost on their way from New Zealand. I keep telling him to go as the crow flies, but they get a bit miffed at the comparison, in part due to the ongoing hereditary war between pigeons and crows. A lot of my hobbies and interests are based in visual mediums rather than audio, particularly visual art and visual language, i.e. painting and New Zealand Sign Language. This does not, as you can imagine, make a good contribution to a podcast. I've already been transferring the audio-based hilarity into a visual medium by repeating jokes to my co-worker in NZSL as we both wear ear protection at work. It lands most of the time.
I now endeavour to make fan art for your show just as soon as I'm no longer backed up with something like a dozen paintings to finish over the next 3 months. Take care of yourself and Savaloy. Give Wingnut a treat for me if his parents allow it. Whatever he likes best, he's a good sort. Well, listeners, I'm glad to tell you that since Monique wrote this email, she has indeed delivered on her promise and painted some absolutely stunning link tangent fan art. It made my heart absolutely soar when it came in, and I've already posted about it online. If you'd like to see it, you can find it on Monique's Instagram, at Monique Grace Art. Thanks so much for your kind words, Monique, and for the mighty feat of translating Crowley Time into 2 new media, paint and New Zealand Sign Language. I'm awarding you
Letter of the Episode!
You get a free Crowley Time Maximum Elite t-shirt bearing the holy image of my almighty Fizzog. It'll be on its way to you soon. And of course, all letters read out on the show also get a free digital download of Discount Bin, this show's soundtrack album. So if you'd like to send us a message, ask Wingnut a question, or offer some carefully considered feedback that I can delete immediately, then write to crowleytimepodcast@gmail.com. That's
crowleytimepodcast@gmail.com, Manani.
And you could be
Letter of the Episode!
Gosh, a lot of really nice, talented people listen to this show, you know, Savaloy. Yes, weird, isn't it? Yeah, hang on.
Howdy, how's it hanging?
All right, Mr. Hilmarsson.
Oh, Savaloy! Hey, long time. How's the lumbago?
Oh, it turned out it weren't lumbago, it were trapped wind.
Oh, result?
Oh, no, I was so relieved when it cleared. Had to buy a new armchair, though.
Oh.
Well, Odinn, welcome to our state-of-the-art sorting room. We've got a bang-up-to-date touchscreen wall for reading the emails, 5.1 surround sound around the letter-perusing posthumatic reading chairs, and a coffee machine. This room must be up to your standards, eh? Mustn't it? Mustn't it? Mustn't it?
Yeah, man. It's great. Wow, what a great setup.
Oh, thank God.
Is that touchscreen wall IPS or OLED?
Right, let's go. Back to work.
Oh, okay. Bye, Savaloy. Hope your wind is fine.
Thanks, Mr. Hilmarsson. It never is. Oh, you're still here, listeners. Well, I don't usually have to do this, any of this, sort of bit. Well, prepare yourself for, spine-tingling terror in the drama harbour, parlour. Yeah. Oh. Spooky evening to you, listeners. Yes, as my beloved old friend Samovar just said, it's time to throw caution to the wind and blow chunks of terror into the nearest bucket as we dip a trepidatious toe into the spine-chillingly murky waters of the drama parlour. I'm Sir Chantley Buffingham, an award-winning actor, Britain's top cravat wearer 1973 Southeastern region in Pocket Square magazine, and storyteller. This time we abandon the gore and viscera in favour of something much more terrifying. Edutainment. Our story tonight originated as a mail-order vinyl record designed to teach children the benefits of being quiet and knowing your place. It's entitled Stubby's Magic Recorder, and its author is a mysterious group named the American Child Improvement Board 1951. Stubby was a little boy about your age. Yes, you. You there. You know who you are. Stubby's mother had always wanted to learn to play an instrument, but she never did, so she forced her son to do it instead. Stubby didn't like the idea of doing any sort of work, but he liked jazz music, so he begged his mother to let him learn the trumpet. "Oh, Stubby," his mother admonished, "you know all trumpet players are philanderers and heroin addicts." "Even Uncle Barnabas?" Stubby asked. "Especially your Uncle Barnabas," said Mother. "No, you're going to learn a really cool jazzin' instrument, Stubby." "Oh boy," said Stubby, his eyes full of sparkle and promise.
9 minutes into his first recorder lesson, Stubby was incandescent with rage. "Ah, phooey," he said, the worst swear word a little boy knows in Midwestern America in the 1950s. "I can't make head nor tail of this darn pipe," he cried, throwing his brand new recorder into the face of Mrs. Pterodactyl, his teacher. "No matter how hard I blow into it, it just sounds like a cat that got hit by a tractor." "It takes time," said Mrs. Pterodactyl outwardly. But in her mind, she was downing margarita after margarita by the pool in Cape Cod last summer. "You have to have patience and learn your fingering," she insisted. "Why don't you go and learn your fingering?" replied Stubby. Tragically, this being a more innocent time, neither Stubby nor Mrs. Pterodactyl understood what a truly excellent burn this was. "Oh, Stubby," the music teacher sighed. "If only I could show you how it feels to play the recorder well. After you've taken the time to learn and you can play it expertly, like one of our truly great recorder players, like..." "Well, there must be one," Mrs. Pterodactyl said, throwing on her coat and mentally sliding into the embrace of that cabana boy with the big arms. "Make sure you practice every day," she called on her way out the door. Then, under her breath, "We wouldn't want any of that raw talent to go to waste." Stubby blew raspberries at the fallen recorder on the living room carpet for 2 or 3 hours before his mouth got dry and he had to go and get a glass of water. "Stupid thing," he grumbled.
"Takes one to know one,"
said a voice. Stubby leapt out of his dungarees, then put them back on one leg at a time, just like you or I would. Hello?" he asked, not prepared to believe the evidence of his own ears.
"Stubby, oh Stubby,"
came the voice again. This time Stubby was sure. The voice had come out of the noisy end of his recumbent recorder. You can talk?"
"Yes, I can. I can talk. And first things first, up yours. You're the stupid one. Stubby."
"Am not," protested Stubby, outraged enough to forget that he was arguing with a talking recorder.
"Look, forget it, kid. Here's the deal,"
the recorder continued, seeming to cough and clear some of Stubby's spittle out of its business end.
"I can talk, and also I can play myself."
Stubby's eyes lit up in wonder.
"I am going to show you how to play the recorder well, Stubby, and kill people."
"What was that last part?" Stubby raised an inquisitive eyebrow.
"Never mind, that part comes later,"
the magic recorder tooted on.
"For now, let's get moving. You are now the best recorder player in the world,"
it said.
"Just as soon as you pick me up and blow into my head, Stubby."
Breathing hard with astonishment and anticipation, Stubby picked up his magic recorder and blew. And the most beautiful music ever produced by a recorder flowed out. "20 years later, Stubby and his magic recorder had carried out their deceitful ruse impeccably and had made Stubby the most brilliant, most acclaimed, and most famous recorder player that humanity had ever known. Which still left him a homeless busker who spent his days irritating passers-by at the shopping precinct in the town centre, but nonetheless, everything has to have someone in the world who's the best at it. And for the recorder, Stubby was it. Not that anyone realized it, mind you. "Thanks, ma'am," said Stubby to the smartly dressed young woman who had just dropped 5 cents into his cup. "See that recorder? She liked it," whispered Stubby excitedly. "Fame and fortune can't be far away." The recorder sighed a low toot and said,
"Maybe we could kill her."
Stubby frowned. I don't think that's a good idea, Recorder. People get in trouble for that sort of thing, you know.
To be honest,
Lamented Stooby's perennial woodwind companion.
I was only in this for the killing. Stooby.
Ignoring this, Stooby blew into his friend's head and produced technically expert, tunefully sublime music that nobody heard. The end. The moral, as endorsed by the American Child Improvement Board 1951, is: don't waste your time on indulgent socialistic creative pursuits. Learn a valuable trade, like welding or engine repair or cabana boy. What a chilling fate for old Stooby, eh, listeners? You know, there's an old saying in acting circles: the only entertainers who should perform on the street are marching bands and human statues, and of course, practitioners of the oldest profession, mimes. I hope the confusing and vaguely offensive morality of Stooby's tale enriches your lives, listeners, and, if nothing else, it speeds your thumb across the face of your phone as you book that week off in Cape Cod. And once you're back, be sure to join me next time for more tales of horror and occasionally coherence in the drama parlor.
All right, listeners, Odinn's looked over the whole place and he's just preparing his final recommendations now. For the last few minutes, he's just been sat here in the studio tip-tapping on that calculator. He just keeps going. Oh, God, all those numbers. How many numbers can he possibly need to add?
Okay, all done.
Oh, God, oh, God.
Right, so I've tried to be as honest as possible.
Yes, yes.
You know, because we're friends and I love the show and I want to be really thorough.
Yes.
So my recommendation is a full stripping and rebuilding of the entire studio.
What?
I just think it's the best thing.
It can't possibly...
No, I know. It's a lot of work, but I really think you'll feel the benefit.
Feel the benefit? I need to go on benefits. Surely, can we just look at maybe a few of the more essential upgrades and just focus on them?
Well, yeah, okay, fine. If you're sure, yeah, we can take it in stages. Well, to start with, let's talk about replacing the 87 most crucial components.
Oh, Christ.
Well, firstly, there's your modulation bagpipe. That needs a new resonation bladder.
My what? Needs a what?
And second, you really need a new amplification cup in the sub-bass enclosure.
Oh my God.
New suspension jelly in the isolation gutters.
Odinn, this is crazy. I'm sorry, I appreciate your advice, but there's no way I can afford all this.
Oh, no. Don't worry, Tom. It's not going to cost you a penny.
It's not?
No, of course not. I brought the RAM.
The RAM?
Yeah, of course. Kom til Sikki. Kom til Hjertna. Ja, flotter.
What's the RAM for?
Say the hi, Sikki. Come on, say hello, boy.
Hello, little fellow.
Well, I was going to slaughter it.
Oh.
Then strip it down, whoosh, whip out its bladder, bosh! That's your modulation bagpipe, good as new.
What, really?
Oh, yeah. Then pop its horns off, one of them can be your new amplification cup, and the other one makes an ice-breaking drinks holder.
And that'll work?
Oh, yeah. Ram's organs make the best audio components in the world. It's like a cliché in Iceland. Ef þú átt hrút, áttu hljóðver.
And what does that mean?
If you've got a RAM, you've got a sound studio.
Oh. I just don't know. It seems awfully cruel.
Come on, it's either this or his head goes on some kooky cocktail bar's wall.
Well, won't the whole building stink of rotting ram guts?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, no, the smell is actually really quite something. No joke. Absolutely reeks. For a while, anyway.
How long?
Only the first 2-3 years.
Years? And then?
Oh, well, then you have to get yourself a new RAM.
Right, Odinn, I don't know about this. I don't doubt your expertise.
Thank you.
But I don't want to work in some HR Giga sound studio made of pulsating flesh that stinks of mutton.
You know you can be very picky sometimes.
I just think there has to be some other way.
Well...
Yeah?
Yeah, well, if you want, I could just
botch the whole thing together with duct tape.
Oh, could you? Yes, please. That's more the sort of thing I had in mind.
Good old duct tape.
Yeah.
If it's falling apart and you want to be smart.
If it's springing a leak and it's sealant you see.
If you need a repair but your wallet is bare.
Bodge it together with duct tape.
Klöstra det samman med duct tape.
Thanks, Odin. Would you be okay to do the honours?
Oh, with pleasure. I might do those repairs to my car at the same time, actually.
Great. Hold on a second.
What?
If you were planning to do all this for free anyway, what was the calculator for?
Oh, that? Yeah, no, I was just doing my taxes.
Oh, well, those were due in over a month ago.
Were they? Oh, shit. That's actually really bad news.
Oh, Odin.
Oh, me. Yeah, come to Sikki. We're going to go to a cocktail bar.
Well, that was a close one, eh, listeners? But it looks like thanks to Odin's expertise and the miracle of high tensile tape, we've been spared the expense of a major refit. At least until the microphones flat out stop recording stuff. Or someone gets electrocuted. You know, seriously electrocuted. Not like a teeny little zap or anything. Anyway, we've got away with it this time. But nonetheless, there are always a lot of expenses when it comes to making a quality production like this. So I'm always very, very grateful for this show's supporters over at patreon.com/CrowleyTime. Especially to those who give a little bit extra and get a credit in the show. The
Executive Producers!
Sophie Walker, Samantha Dye and Peter Shanks, Gigi Catherine, James Roberts, Circumflex_Circumflex, George Cantor, Amanda Waterman, Brian Shymick, Anna, Diggory Laycock, Laurel Carlson, Maddie Sainsbury, James Rayliff, Aileen Joins, Ellie Dickens, Michaela McNally, Tobias Anderson, Kim M, Dr. The Eliminator, Katrina Powers, Meme, Steve Bowkett, Purple Strawberry, Charlie Markley, Andy Case, Eleanor Trickett, Paul Tiemann, and Matt Luckcuck. Oh, Daddy, where are you? Thanks, all of you. May you be showered with whatever it is you like to be showered with. Water, for most people, I think. And if you enjoy the show and you'd like to make absolutely certain that more of it happens, go to patreon.com/CrowleyTime and sign up. Perhaps at the standard £3 supporter tier, but perhaps at the £9 executive producer tier. Eh? But whichever tier you choose, you'll get access to the vast stash of all the bonus material ever released for this show. This time around, it's a big collection of music tracks from the episode and even some extra stuff that got cut. Oh my god, that's so tantalizing. I can't wait to go over there and sign up. Well, then you'll want to go to patreon.com/CrowleyTime. Right away! And as I sally forth and Caroline backwards in the pursuit of more elite-level audio sketch comedy, I'll switch on my expertly bodged equipment with a big sigh of thanks to this episode's special guest, Odinn Hilmarsson.
Absolute pleasure to be here, Tom.
So I can't believe how many instruments you use when you're putting music together. Do you have a favourite?
Well, it's truly just an annoyance to be nominated. Thank you.
Huh, I'd have assumed the flugelhorn. Odinn is one of the most multi-talented persons I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Not only did he create almost all the new music for this episode, seriously, including lyrics and everything, all I wrote was the duct tape song, but he's also a genius sound designer and filmmaker. Among the many amazing projects he's been involved with are Instagram stop-motion hit The Tiny Angry Witch, written by friend of the show David K. Barnes, and starring other friend of the show Beth Eyre, at Tiny Angry Witch on Instagram, and comedy horror anthology podcast Ramon Fear's Terror Tapes, which I've been in a couple of times. He even won an award for Best Original Song at the Copenhagen Headliner Film Festival last year. Did you? No, I didn't think so. You can check out loads of Odinn goodies and keep up with him at his Instagram, at Odinn Gets It. That's ODINNGETSIT. And if you're hiring a musician, sound designer, or filmmaker anytime soon, you'd have to be certifiable not to go Hilmarsson. And I've actually got an exciting Odinn-related plug of my own. This May I'll be returning to the Machantluth Comedy Festival, and I'm bringing Mr. Hilmarsson with me. Yes, it's another Crowley Time Live Mac Attack, as I bring the new live show Link's Gambit to the festival, including live sound and music from Odinn right in front of your astonished eyes and ears. I'll also be joined by a fabulous guest cast consisting of esteemed Crowley Time regular Gemma Arrowsmith and award-winning stand-up comedian and all-round comedy fun factory, Joz Norris. You can come and see all of us at 6 p.m. on Saturday the 2nd of May 2026 at the Owen Glendower Centre. As always, for tickets and full details, go to live.crowleytime.com, and we'll see you there. The next episode will be released when the Ram's Head cocktail bar in Hackney Wick has closed and been replaced by an estate agent. So make sure to subscribe, so you'll be alerted at the precise moment that happens. Everything you've just heard was made by me, Tom Crowley, and featured guest performing, composing and writing from Odinn Hilmarsson. Please submit all praise, questions or complaints to @atomcrowley on social media or email crowleytimepodcast@gmail.com. To ensure that we don't have to festoon the studio in ram guts someday, go to patreon.com/crowleytime and become a supporter today. Or go to crowleytime.com and buy some of this show's merchandise or its soundtrack album. And don't forget to keep an eye on upcoming live show dates at live.crowleytime.com. And remember, broken heel on your shoe, major artery been severed, critical stress fracture in your hydroelectric dam? Bodge it together with duct tape.
Hello, 3712.
Daddy?
Pardon me? Who is this?
You remember? Small boy, sitting on the living room carpet, spirograph whirling round and round, the raggy dolls on the television. You were his dad?
No. Is that?
Yes, it's me, Dad. The voiceover artist from the greatest hits of the second half of 1987. And I want you in my life again.
Oh, son!
Oh, Daddy! Oh, Daddy!
Oh,
thank God!
Oh,
Daddy!
Day,
I missed you so much.
God, it's so
I'm
good
sorry,
to hear
Daddy.
your
I
voice.
should have learned to forgive.
I can't believe it. It's all my dreams come true.
Daddy,
Oh,
do you
son.
remember
Oh,
the second half of 1980?